in terms of my artistry and how I formally and informally coach people through their transition of domestic abuse or other forms of trauma, which is support. You need self-care, security and spirituality. Okay, so one of the first things that I would say is that we all need support, whether we're being impacted by something or not. We need support, whether it's the best friend that we talk to or something. But when you're transitioning out of a domestically abusive situation or a trauma-based situation, you need trauma-informed services. And the reason why I say trauma-informed is because the dynamics to domestic abuse and the associated mental health issues, the associated traumas that come from that, you need somebody who is trained to understand really what it is that you're going through. Again, my peer here spoke about accessing housing. You need somebody who understands that, okay, you haven't paid your home bill, you haven't paid your rent, but there could be a very big reason as to why, because your abuser is around and you're frightened to go to your place of employment. That's just one example of the many examples that come from this type of a situation. So when you're accessing support, you need trauma-informed services to support you through that. And I'll show you at the end some of the places that you can go to. Talking to your GP is confidential. I know sometimes, I know for my own self, coming from the community that I came from, I'm going to do a Jamaican accent here. Nobody tell nobody your business. Nobody tell nobody nothing. They're not going to take what you pick to them. You understand what I'm saying? So you're in a situation where you don't want to tell anybody what's going on, even at your GP, yeah? But you can go there and they have things called talking therapies where you can either self-refer or the GP can actually refer you to somebody who can help you, put some measures in place to so you can start talking about your story in a safe environment and be supported. There are other therapies, you can get private therapy or you can get NHS therapy. Now I'm going to go to family and friends, and I'm a bit reluctant. I thought about putting this on my presentation simply for the fact, as I've mentioned before, a lot of the BAME community, we come from very enmeshed families. And one of the things that happens is because of the microaggressions that we do face in society, being of brown skin, we've been conditioned to be very, very high performing and put up with a lot of stuff because of the microaggressions that we feel, not only in our local community, but globally, yeah? So sometimes when you go to one of your elders or a family member or a friend and you try to explain to them what you're going through, they probably genuinely do care and love for you, but if you get things like, it's not that bad, get over it. In my day, this is what happened. You don't have it hard, you don't understand, just get up, don't bother leave, you're married, you've got a good job, you've got a house, you live together. Was it really that bad? I saw you at the party the other day, you look good. Do you understand? So we come from that type of an environment where you can't, sometimes you want to go to your family and your friends and talk about your stuff, but you can't always go, and that's why getting trauma-informed services involved will help you create safe boundaries for yourself so that when you do go and talk to your family and friends, you kind of have an idea of what to share and what not to share so that you don't feel railroaded when you've opened up your vulnerability to them. Okay, so self-care. I hope I haven't offended anybody with this picture, but I just want people to understand that you should love and care for every element of who you are. So self-care is self-compassion. A lot of people who are high performing, a lot of people who I know of in my personal experience, they're very good at helping everybody and leveling up everybody and telling everybody what they're supposed to do, but they're not very good at giving themselves self-compassion and care. So I think self-compassion is something that's really important when you're transitioning through your survival.